YouTubers, One Man Smoke over here at TrimbleTobacco today. Gonna be doing some more seeding, some mowing and some plowing, and beautiful day out here in Bedford, Kentucky. We're doing some seeding now over here in the blue barn.
No, we haven't got her any yet.
Even got the little ones helping out today.
Blue!
How they look, Brian?
What? Looking good now. I pushed that dibble a little bit deeper. And I held that cedar over to the right a little bit. Use a little trial and error to hit the hole. There we go. Did you see these round bales around the corner?
Yeah.
They're wrapped in plastic. That was last year's rye. Well, we've still got enough of that left. I've already plowed down most of my rye this time so I can get in there and set early. But this is the 3-point hitch. 1, 2, 3. And this tractor has a sensing unit right there in that linkage for the top link that senses load, and it'll adjust the depth based on the load reading. But what it did when Harry Ferguson came out with that, it revolutionized the amount of plow a tractor could pull because it's transferring a lot of that weight from the tractor, or from the plow to the tractor, make traction. Before we had 4-wheel drive. Brandon, yeah. Number 2's loose. Same hole. There's a grease circle on the other end of this. You know why? So if you hit something that plow trip,
sure.
There is
car going down this road, and it's right next to the field. I can hit the next one.
Try it.
Tapping it.
They
brushed one thread off, and they quit.
Yeah, cleanup time. He said, "Can you grow me some plants?" And I said, "Yes." "How many you need?" And he said, 40 acres. I said, 40 acres? So we put in all these float beds. There's a 100-footer in my backyard. That's F1. There's a 50-footer behind the corn crib. That's F2. There's a 100-footer on this side of the feed bin. That's F3. And this is the last one we put in, F4. So I've got 1, 2, 3. I got 350 foot of float bed.
And it represents how many acres tobacco?
One float bed will do 12 acres, so 36 and 8, 42 acres. Dad would walk from his house down to his grandparents' house to see what was going on. And my dad explains that his grandmother canned an unbelievable amount of vegetables out of the garden. They didn't have to go to the grocery store. They had a grocery store in their basement. Chickens laid fresh eggs. They milked the cows twice a day. So when my dad was growing up, he spent a lot of time at his grandparents' place on the farm. And I think that's part of the reason that he developed a love for farming. Brandon disc it, and after he got through disking, he and my dad plowed it under. So all those stalks have been plowed into that field, so that when we grow that next crop, it can be drawing on those same nutrients. And this big field right here was a tobacco patch last year, and we sowed it down in rye at the end of the season. And we're gonna harvest that for feed for the cattle. And we've actually relocated that tobacco patch this year. We maintain a rotation. We only grow tobacco on the same field for 3 years, max. Then we move it to a different piece of dirt. This little field right here has been resting for 2 years. Now this field was in soybeans last year. And I left a grass waterway down there. He's gonna raise his plows up and drive this way and then put his plows back down. And that way I won't have a big ditch wash across my field right there. But I'm gonna put this in soybeans again this year, but this year during the last year during the harvest, I made such ruts in there with the combine, I decided the best way to get rid of them is plow it. You got 3 on your main, you got 2 ranges, and you got a split shifter, so that basically you get 2 gears out of every gear you've got available. So you get 12 forward and 4 reverse. Nice. All tractors have individual brakes. The left pedal is for the left wheel, and the right pedal is for the right wheel. So if you're trying to make a tight turn, you can grab one back wheel and turn short.
I was trying to tell him I was holding the brakes up there.
He's staying on one of them brakes because it's pulling him sideways.